Hi everybody, and welcome to Chelsea Groton Bank's Facebook video. Today we're going to be talking about how to write a check. So we don't write a ton of checks now, and many younger people might never have been exposed to writing a check or even know that checks really even exist, or what they would possibly use them for. Most banks just give a debit card now, and then you can order checks if you need them for your checking account. But it's really important to learn how to write a check in case you happen to lose your debit card and you need to write a check at the store or something like that. So today we're going to be learning how to write a check. So if you need a check, you can walk into a branch of your bank and ask them to print you out some temporary checks. Temporary checks don't have really any of your information on them like this check would. This check came with the account, and so it has all the contact information on here. Your bank may print temporary checks with your name and address and things like that on them, but they also may not. So here is a check. So when we're looking at a check, up here is your personal contact information. Who is the owner of this account? So it is going to be your name and address. And then over here in the top right corner is the check number. So out of the checks that you have for your account, what number check is this? Oftentimes checking accounts will start at 100. Most of the time they don't start at 1. If you order your checks online, you can order them to start at any number that you want. And then right here is the date. So if I were to fill out this check, I am going to write the date on there. So today is November 17th. So I am going to write 11/17/2020. Now, there may be on your checks, it might have the date and then it might have a 20 with a line after it so you can finish writing the year. This one doesn't happen to have that. It has just the full line, so you can write the date. You can spell it out if you like, or you can write the numerical date on there. Underneath that is the pay to the order of. Who are you making this check payable to? So if we were going to the store, we would make it payable to something. If we were getting our pictures done, say you need to send a check with your child to get school pictures done, you would make it payable to whomever the photographer asks you to make it payable to. Who are we making this check payable to? So let's make it payable to me. So you would write on the check the name of the person or the store that you would want it payable to. Okay, so the date and who's the check payable to. So if you were going to Walmart, you would write Walmart on that line. If you were going to Stop and Shop, you would write Stop and Shop on that line. If you were playing Donner Studios, you would write Donner Studios on that line, okay? Then after that, there are 2 places where you're going to write the amounts. So one is here. You're going to write the numerical, the number amount here, and then on this line, you're going to have to write out the amount. So let's make this payable for $50, okay? So in the box, you would write $50, okay? So see how I did here? I am a little bit far away from the beginning. That was a mistake on my part. I should not do that. So I might want to make a little squiggle there, because what you don't want is for somebody to be able to put a 1 or a 2 there, okay? And then at the end. So make sure you're very clear and you're not just writing the number 50 in that box. Although this is the legal line right here. So even if somebody added 1 in front of my 50 to make it 150, if it only says $50 on this line, the bank is only allowed to pay it out for the $50. So you have a little bit more leeway up here than you do on this line. So this line, you're going to spell out the amount of the $50. So I am going to write 50 and 0000. And then I'm going to write a squiggly line after it, okay? So this check is 50 and 0 change over 100, right? So if it was 50 cents, it would be 50 over 00. If it was 90 cents, it would be 90 over 00. And then I don't want anybody else to write anything on this line, so I squiggle it out, and then dollars. So it's $50. Okay, so down here in the memo section, this is what the check is payable for. So if it was for groceries, you would write that. If it was for photos, you would write that. This is being made payable to me, so maybe it would be a payment for babysitting services, or you know, so a repayment of a loan that I gave you, or maybe it would be happy birthday. So you can write whatever you want on that line to remind you what the check was for, okay? So some things that are important to note. If you are writing business checks and therefore business expenses, or if you're writing checks out of your personal account to pay for business expenses, if you get audited, they're going to look at this memo line. So if you don't write something there about what it is for, they can't tie this check back to an expense. So, you know, if you're going to Walmart and you've just written Walmart on there and it's to buy paper supplies for the office or mailing, you know, packing supplies or things like that, make sure you're writing on the memo line for your business what you're using that check for. So when it comes time to do your taxes, if you end up getting audited, or you have your if you have your CPA doing your paperwork for you, they can tie it to something specific. So personal, fine, write whatever you want. Groceries, happy birthday, school photos, whatever it might be. Business, make sure you're being specific as to what you're purchasing with it, okay? And then over here, you're going to sign your name. So sign your name means that you're going to write it in some kind of cursive. So I am going to sign my name. Okay, so I will sign my name. Don't print your name. So this, if you were to print your name, is very easy for somebody else to copy. So you definitely, if you do not use cursive for anything else, at least come up with a signature for yourself that can look the same time and time again, so that you know, it is identifiable. You're going to sign a signature card, or you did sign a signature card when you opened your account. And if somebody walks into the bank with this check, they're going to check this signature against your signature card. If you write a check and it clears and it's not what you said, they're going to, and you call the bank, they're going to pull a scanned copy of this check and check your signature. So make sure that you're signing it the same every time. So at the bottom of the check, there is some information down here. So this is the routing number for the bank. The routing number identifies which bank it is. So right here on the check, it says Chelsea Groton Bank, and that got printed on there. But when we're very digital now, so when these checks get scanned, this scan will tell the check reader what bank it's drawn on. So this number, the 2111-73357, identifies specifically Chelsea Groton Bank, okay? And then under here, under this redacted number, is the account number, your specific account number, okay? And then over here, there is again the number 94, which ties back to your check number up here. So, and I've written void on here so that this check is actually not cashable after we are done. And if you make a mistake and you do need to void out a check, make sure to write it nice and big across the check. But I wanted to, again, make sure that you guys could see what I was doing here. So I will destroy this check and I will write big letters void across the middle. So have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.